Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 25 books that I want to read in 2025. Now, these are not all the books that I'm going to be reading in 2025, but these are just the ones that I want to get to. But then again, being the mood reader that I am, these also might change. But in general, these are the books that I want to get to. So let's get started. I'm super excited. There are new authors that I'll be trying out next year, as well as some new genres. There's a mixture of classics as well as genre fiction books and YA. Yeah, I've thrown some YA in there as well as some litfic. I have the list on my phone and let's go. So the first book that I want to read is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. Ever since I've read The Secret History, I've always wanted to read anything remotely similar to The Secret History. I enjoyed the atmospheric gothic vibes of The Secret History so much. I heard that If We Were Villains is a copy of A Secret History, so if it can give me the same vibes, I want to read it. The second book is very exciting because this is my first time reading this author. He is one of the authors that I've always been meaning to try, and this is going to be Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I think the first book is called The Final Empire, so I'm going to be starting that next year. I'm so excited. So many people have read his books and said that he is the king of fantasy, so to me the king of fantasy is Tolkien, but we'll see. Like the king of modern fantasy. I'm super excited. I have no idea what it's about. I know it deals with metals, like the powers in the book. The next one is also going to be a new author for me. So this is a contemporary romance author. I have never read any one of her books. None of her books have actually attracted me so far, except for this one. It's actually a 2025 new release. This is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. The cover is just stunning. I do want to give more of her books a try. I've seen Beach Read, Book Lovers. I love the title as well. It just grabbed my attention. Now I want to read it. Number 4 on my list is Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambao. I saw this while scrolling through my Goodreads and I've never heard of this author before. It sounded amazing. Well, this is also a new release. It's going to be released next year. The first line of the premise got me actually. It says, a woman inherits a pawn shop where you can sell your regrets and then embarks on a magical journey when a charming young physicist wanders into the shop in this dreamlike and enchanting fantasy novel. That sounds magical. That sounds whimsical, enchanting, fairy-like. Oh, I don't know. A shop where you can sell your regrets. It sounds right up my alley, so it went straight into my TBR. The next book I'm super excited for. It's called Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. The reason why I'm super excited for this is gonna be the backstory of Queen Clarion and her boo. So, oh my goodness, it's gonna be so good. So if you guys didn't know, I'm a huge fan of the Tinkerbell franchise, the Pixie Hollow Tinkerbell franchise. And in the Tinkerbell franchise, Queen Clarion and the Lord of the Winter Fairy, Milori, they had a story. He's from the Winterland and a summer fairy can't survive in the winter. Likewise, the winter fairy can't survive in the summer, so they can't actually be together. So in present time, the both of them had to be separated, which is just so sad, and he broke his wings for her. So Wings of Starlight is the prequel, the backstory of how they became lovers in the first place. And this is licensed by Disney, so this is the actual official story of Queen Clarion and Lord Milori. This is the actual love story, and I need to know what happens. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Book number 6 is a book by one of my favorite authors. He is my favorite contemporary author. That's gonna be Beartown by Frederick Backman. Beartown is the only series that he has. It's the first book in the Beartown series. So there's Beartown, Us Against You, and then Winners. Yeah, I want to start on the series next year. Super excited. His writing is phenomenal. Book number 7, I actually have it with me. Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is gonna be my first work by R.F. Kuang as well. This is also a dark academia story, so what am I doing? What am I doing? The fact that I haven't read this yet is insane. The fact that I've read so many of the books and have put this off for months and months and months now is insane. So I have to read this one. Please remind me to start on it next year. For book number 8, this is The Three Body Problem by Liu Cixin. I've just started it. It's so good, guys. A little bit big-brained with all the physics stuff going on. Actual really good physics, by the way. I can't wait to read more. It's a little bit confusing because the characters in the book and the show, they're kind of different. It's completely westernized in the show. In the books, they're all Chinese. Number 9 is also very high on my fantasy reading list because everyone who's read Brandon Sanderson and Tolkien and all the other big fantasy books also mentioned this one. It is The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I keep hearing everyone talk about it. The Wheel of Time is so good. I've read The Wheel of Time, blah blah blah. Have you read The Wheel of Time? No, I haven't. So I want to read it next year. This list that I have is extremely ambitious. I don't know if I can get to all of them, but So it's good to plan. You never know. You never know. Number 10, this is a lit fic. This is Klara The Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. I have read one of Ishiguro's works. I've read Never Let Me Go. Give it a 3-star. It's not my favorite. I liked it enough to give this one a try. Yeah, hopefully Klara The Sun will be better. That also deals with artificial intelligence, so very intriguing. Book number 11. I've already mentioned this author. It is gonna be The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Again, I've seen so many people talk about it and I want in. Next on the list, this is gonna be my first Murakami, Haruki Murakami. I think I'm gonna go with Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how I feel about him and his writing and if I have a problem with it or if I like it. People said it's good, so. Book number 13. This one is on my TBR. High up on my TBR. This is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. Has been on my TBR for a while now. I want to read it. It sounds fantastic. I'll put the premise here so you guys can read it. You guys have also recommended me to pick this up, so I can't wait. Now the next book. This is a completely different turn. We're turning the other way now. It's on my list only because I want to see what the hype is about. This is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I want to see what the hype is about. But people have said that the writing is good. See if I like it. I'm definitely not going to be keeping the book. I'm going to borrow it from the library. Number 15, also going to be a new author for me. The Woman by Kristin Hanna. I've heard the name Kristin Hanna so many times this year, so I really want to give her a try. It doesn't have to be The Woman. I have 2 other books from her that I do want to read. The Nightingale and The Great Alone. Just something from that author. I just want to just taste her writing a little bit. Book number 16. This is a classic. I have read from this author before. This is Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I'm gonna start this next year. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Basically about a guy who murders someone and then throughout the story tries to rationalize his actions. Can't wait. This is gonna be one that I'm gonna be annotating as well and reading slowly throughout the year. Book number 17. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, book number 17. I'm sorry. I get very excited about books that I want to read. I have 2 books. It's either gonna be one or the other, or both. It's Ice Palace by Tahir Vassas and Icefields by Thomas Wharton. I just wanted to read something about ice. Something icy, something wintry, something magical. My favorite season is winter, and I'm also a winter baby, and I'm also cool toned, so I'm just basically a snowflake. I'm just an all-rounder winter baby. Obviously, I have to read something wintry. So these are my 2 picks. Yes, I'm so excited. I just love everything icy. Number 18 is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. The Count of Monte Cristo, we all know it's the huge revenge story of Edmund. People have said that it's the best novel they've ever read. We'll see. The length of a book doesn't really scare me now because I have read my fair share of big books. Number 19, one of my favorite stories of all time. This is gonna be Perfume by Patrick Susskind. I have watched the films multiple times. It's one of my favorite films. The main character of the book, he was born with a very keen sense of smell. Along the way he becomes a perfumer and he's learned to capture different scents. He can smell different spices, he can smell the grass, different trees, he can smell the wind, he smells the rain, and he can capture it into a perfume, except for one, which is the scent of a young woman. I know it sounds disgusting when I put it that way, but I love it so much. Book number 20, A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway. Yay! I'm so excited. And next we have a very famous classic. This is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I've read some quotes from that book and it's been in my mind ever since. I want to pick it up. It's such a short book as well. I don't know why I haven't read it this year. I've walked past it so many times in the bookstores. I don't know why I haven't picked. Actually, I have picked it up. I picked it up and then I put it back. Why? I don't know. Book number 22. This is 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So yeah, I have no idea what it's about, but I'm just expecting it to be an adventure. I'm expecting beautiful language from it. Now, the next book, this one. Book number 23. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I have just read one of John Steinbeck's books, Of Mice and Men, and I can't forget about it. I can't forget about it. It's still in my head, the ending. Lenny. Oh my goodness, yeah. The pull to read East of Eden is so strong. John Steinbeck thinks that East of Eden is his masterpiece. He has written every other one of his books as a preparation for East of Eden, so I'm gonna say no to everyone who wants to hang out because I'm gonna stay home and read or go to the park and read. Book number 24 is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Every time I open a book and I read it, I learn something new. I go on an adventure. I become a different person because every time you read something, go into the mind of the characters and the author. You can change the way you think and the way you do things, the way you look at the world based on the books that you read. Oh my goodness, I'm just rambling now. But yes, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. We're on the last book, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. It sounds right. right up my alley. Every single premise for classical literature, it's right up my alley. So yes, those are all the 25 books that I want to get to, hopefully in 2025. That is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!